All right, there we go. Start recording. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another Orlando Magic Association here on NBA 2K14. It'll be interesting to go through this. I will say, for the sake of things that have happened in the last 36 hours or so, I'm glad that in this universe I am a little ways away from an Atlanta Hawks game because of people on the roster. So I will say I was going to play the Bulls, but I think they got like a major injury. So I'm probably going to skip past the Bulls for now and just move on to the Jazz and then the Wizards. I think that's where I'm going to be simming through. So we can take care of that. Oh, goody. We lost that game. Doug Christie and Terrell Brandon. Really? You're going to offer me Doug Christie and Terrell Brandon for penny? No. All right. We got the Jazz. Let's see how this... I wonder who's on here. Who do we got? All right, that's Scottie Pippen leading the charge for the Jazz. Also, very feels odd seeing Pippen in a Jazz jersey. Nick Van Exel, Nick Anderson, Scottie Pippen, Derek Coleman, Tyrone Hill. That is an interesting setup of people. All right.
Hello and welcome to
There we
2K
go.
Sports. You're watching the NBA. Wednesday night.
Oh,
NBA.
this is my first
It's the
stream
Utah
here.
Jazz going up against the Orlando Magic. And that's it for now. I'll see you again at halftime. Until then, Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark.
All right.
It's a road game for the Kings, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game.
I'll turn this up just a little
No
bit.
better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin.
Yeah, that's just an odd. That's just an odd set of people for the Jazz. Do they not have? They must not have Stockton anymore. No, I wonder where Stockton went. I know Malone went to like the Supersonics.
But his playmaking is off the charts, and the beauty of that, Kevin, is his teammates know that. So they're going to work hard to get open.
Whoops.
Knowing that if they do, he'll find them for an open.
Hey, that works.
He's really one of the most heads-up defenders you'll see too. I mean,
The subtle breast movements of Omega Labyrinth Life. Oh yeah. I don't know. I think the rubbing a. I like to think that Okada was one of the dislikes on the video, where he's like, yeah, I can't support this.
Chicken or the egg. Clark,
Jazz sold their souls for better talent. I
Right
don't know. They had, I don't know, like Scottie Pippen, sure, but would you consider Nick Anderson to be? This is coming from a mid-'90s Orlando Magic fan. Would you consider? What? Wait. What does that look like? Oh. That's weird that got considered out of bounds. That's real weird that I feel like that shouldn't have been. Oh, did he catch it out of bounds? Okay. That is ours, right? No? That's weird. That is really odd. Like, okay. It went behind the... Is that a rule? That if it goes behind the hoop like that, even if it doesn't touch anything, it's still out of bounds? Because, like... Yeah, it didn't touch anything. Whatever.
Guys, I had a chance to talk with head coach Flip Saunders. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying,
I mean, who knows? Nick Anderson might be quite a bit better in this than he usually is. I mean, this is a realm where Penny Hardaway can actually stay healthy for an entire season, so we're definitely living in a fantasy land. What is with the out of bounds, man? I thought that was going to be a foul.
ball's going to go in or not.
And we've seen it ring up dividends when they take that very disciplined approach.
There
to
you
their
go.
offense.
There,
Usually
what?
pays
Oh,
off.
damn
Boy,
it.
just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought
If you
that
shoot it and it
throw
goes
was
behind the
gonna
back,
fall.
but that's odd. Maybe it's because anytime I've seen it where it goes in, it hits the top of the backboard. It feels weird that because it goes behind the backboard that it's considered out. Like, even though the hoop is still because the hoop is still in bounds technically. Like the actual hoop
I'm not sure
itself.
about that shot, guys. The defense really all over.
And here is Nalon. And he was fouled on the way up.
I'm able to get a whole lot going right now.
And the defense looking to protect the rim
Whoops.
at all costs.
Yeah, I like that.
That was a
Foul
little
to save
early.
the layup,
Let's try this
burn it
again.
at the line.
Yeah, it still wasn't good.
So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, they look totally disjointed. And sometimes you have a night like that. Nothing goes in the basket. It's just pure frustration.
Well, you can call it any number of things, Steve. Disjointed,
Oh, my goodness.
discombobulated,
I suck.
dysfunctional. Any of those would fit.
Edge might
He
be
was the first
cleared
one
to
react
wrestle in
to that.
Hawkeye Pro.
Excellent anticipation on his part.
That'd be neat.
Hustle play
I
on
do
the
have
play by
Christian.
him.
Maybe Christian could be cleared.
Hardaway passes to Bibby. Fires from the corner.
That was a long two, I believe.
Well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
I feel like because I can always change it for even now in TEW 2016. There's not much of a reason to, but for TEW 20, I feel like just because of the amount of people who were considered out of the wrestling business in the database for 2016 that I used that ended up coming back into the wrestling business. I feel like in 2020, anyone who's out of the business, I'm just going to put like as hiatus. So you can still definitely bring them back if you want. Because I think I don't think Diamond Dallas Page, but like Goldberg is considered out of the business. And like, of course, obviously, not only did he come back, but he wrestled and won the world title.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Okay, but do you have Catholic Jesus?
Pass to Pippen. Back to Anderson.
That's actually going to be my newest member of the congregation. With Father Kingston is Lutheran Reigns.
There's the call by the official.
I'm gonna have to just add a couple letters. It'll avoid the lawsuits.
You can't touch the ball
It'll be
once it's all
perfect.
the way down.
And that
We need a guy who could who could help.
Whistle that did not go
Oh,
over very
can we get it? Oh,
Grant, he's checked in for
there you go.
Orlando. And that one's good.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
That'll be great.
Now, here's Van Exel.
Chair
He
Catholics.
hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Number 8.
Hey, nice block.
Alston passes
Oh,
to Bibby.
dumb.
He's
Oh
on
boy. Oh boy.
rips down the breakaway slam.
I forgot this is a realm where like Kobe Bryant left the Lakers. So like the top star for the Lakers to get them to the finals was Nick Van Exel. Like not even Shaq did all that well.
Handling the ball because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
There we go.
Miller's checked in for Utah.
So you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Bibby against Van Exel. There's the dish to Jackson.
Man, they're really fighting down low there with Penny.
This one for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. This is their
Go.
first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
They picked this team apart the couple of times they squared off with them last year. On paper, they weren't even
Hey, there you go.
on the court. They weren't either.
I don't know what art is. Oh, I know what art is.
Van Exel with it. He had an 18
Oh, I
in the
see.
last game against the Wizards in Washington.
I see that.
Miller
Oh,
dishes
that
to
game
Van
is
Exel.
art. Who doesn't like watching a girl rub a crystal between her breasts? I was more thinking about my my Twitch and YouTube accounts.
On the wing. The shot is off.
I got no problem with watching an anime girl rub a crystal between her boobs into the shape of a cucumber.
Maybe the same this year.
It's just I prefer not to lose my my Twitch and YouTube account for it.
It's early, and we still can't be really sure if the makeup of these teams is the same as last year. So
Oh my God.
he sniffed out that
Really?
and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark, so strong.
You missed my last art stream. Yeah, you missed a lot.
What he's capable of, guys. So strong.
God damn it, god damn it.
Gives him the lead
Fucking Nick
pass,
Van Exel.
and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Here now is the 2K leaderboard over the past
It's the
month.
type of art you set on
Have tortured
fire.
opponents defensively. The Jazz, number
It's the
one.
type of art is the reason why I bought a nut button.
Really get after it at that end of the floor.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Now we get a chance to check out the
Yeah,
starting
I guess I
six.
shouldn't even worry about it too much because it's not like any of my shit's monetized. Like the most monetized I am is my Twitch stream for like subs and bits. Hey, he blocked it with his face.
They're 5 spots away.
Well, I think
And
for
even
Utah,
then, it's not like I
they've looked
really have
strong here in the early going. They seem like they've come
I really
together
have
really nicely
Twitch
as a
subs or
group,
anything
and
like
You
that.
can see the confidence with this team.
Yeah, and the league's taking notice. I mean, they're more than capable of beating any club in the league right now.
Come on. Hey, hey.
Possession.
That's called
Now we got a
defense.
moment to see how the Jazz are doing ranking-wise, Kevin. 4th in steals, 4th in fewest turnovers per game, and they are in the top third of the league in assists. With the quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
All those numbers, Clark,
Oh my god.
that's become their
Fucking Paget
they're
just
ball hawk.
beat him on the post and then posterized another
Force
dude.
mistakes, and when they do that, they're tough to stop in transition.
Oh my god.
Utah making a change here. Howard's checked in.
Do I have sub emo slots? What would they even be? I don't know. I did the BTTV thing for a little bit, but I didn't really care enough to do
Covered by Brown.
too much of it.
And you can count it. He'll go
I don't even
for the
know
line
at
with a
this
chance to
point
make
what
it
I'd
three.
have
How about
besides
that?
like I don't know a
Great
lady
body
beard
control.
face.
Still manages
I
to
did that
finish the play
once, I
despite the
think.
contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
And that one misses.
A Shane Hollister face.
Long range in the first quarter.
Stuff that just would irritate people. It's like, I don't think I have so many like running. I'm trying to think if I have like really running things outside of like my wrestling stuff. Outside of TEW, I can't think of
So it's Utah now.
of like ongoing things that would be an emote.
Number 18. Blocked. 103 left here in the opening quarter. That
Ah,
no
damn
good
it.
that time.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that is an easy look.
And the Jazz with possession here. Miller outside.
Oh boy.
Three-pointer.
Aha.
Magic leading by 4.
All right. Hoiberg.
Kicks to
Lewis. Never mind.
Stolen by Miller.
Never mind. See, now I'm thinking about that. Do I have anything that's like?
From T. No good.
Boy, the defense just backing off.
I don't know if I have anything that would be worthy of an emote slot.
Brown making the play. Lewis has got his second
I
bucket
don't
of the
know.
night.
Hey, Zelcino, what's up?
Breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances.
Oh, damn it! I bit so hard.
Confidence.
Shots good by Miller.
I'm an ass man, not a boobs guy. Me too.
7 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Hoiberg. And it was
Ah, shitty shot.
offline.
That's all
And that
right.
concludes the first
I'm a
quarter of
both.
play. Magic lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
A great man once said, "Boobs are life, ass is hometown."
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA.
Really? Would you?
Magic go up against the Brooklyn
Oh,
Nets
God.
coming your way next Monday.
Would you? Would you want to spend? Would you want to spend your Christmas with the NBA?
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for
We're
Orlando?
marking out for anime milkers. Yeah, that's
A
fine.
lot of damage in the paint so far.
I guess you know what? In anime, I don't mind either. In anime, I don't have much of a preference.
Harris off the drive. The shot's good from Coleman.
I think in real life, I'm more of a butt guy.
In the lane, just perfectly done.
Orlando leading. And for the Jazz, they've got Anderson. Pippen is out there with Hill. And it's Harris in at the
Come
point
on,
guard
Nayland.
position. Here's Nayland. And it's
Ah, come on, buddy.
True contact on the shot. And upcoming the schedule for the Orlando Magic. The Wizards
Watch
on the road
NBA
to
games
face
during
the
Christmas
Pistons.
gatherings.
And
You
that game
semi-racist
includes a
uncle sometimes.
5-game homestand.
Well, I know I'll be looking out for the final score in that Wizards game. It should be a close one.
He's 0 of 2 at the
I wonder
line.
if I should at some point once we hit like 2001 start looking into the Dornas.
Good on the second free
I haven't ever modified Dornas yet.
Now Pippen. He's coming off an
I feel like the old ass like Diet Pepsi thing, Champion. I guess Champion. It's kind of funny because Champion's made like a comeback now. So
Go to the strike for 2.
Well, against opposing ball handlers, this guy's a terror. I mean, he's got great discipline, quick hands, and wonderful anticipation. So you've got to be very careful with the ball when you're around him.
And whereas almost all players go through their ups and downs,
I'll have to think about Dornas at some point. Wow, that is unfortunate.
same way every night.
And Utah making a change here. Van Exel's checked in.
Because there was a point in time where I was like really big into figuring out all the mods for everything and all that, and of course I figured out at least a portion of the
He's been
at least a portion of the
And now brought to you by
Oh,
Gatorade,
oh,
all
oh.
filled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups.
like arenas and
So
stuff
on
like
the floor
that.
for Utah.
I've kind of figured out
Van Exel is
arenas.
out there with Anderson. Then there's Hill. Then there's Pippen. And it's Coleman in at the 4 spot.
I still haven't really I haven't done much with jerseys
Right now
yet.
averaging 17
That's
points a
another
game.
thing I'll have to figure out if I want to. Is jerseys.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. It's Anderson with the drive. Back to Pippen. Shoots it up. 6 to shoot. And he hits it to tie the game up. Pippen's got 6. Magic shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around
All right,
play
Timmy.
by this offense.
All right,
Back
Timmy.
down is Duncan. He's guarded
Can he
by
do it
Hill.
from here?
Ring shot on the way.
Yep.
Duncan with the bucket. And the Magic lead by 2.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers when there's not a hand in his face.
I should have done a 20.
Out of bounds.
Thinking about it now.
Takes possession.
I imagine I wonder now.
Top NBA block leader.
I'm sure someone on Twitch did that in like their own
There
game.
are going to be many nights when you don't see
I'm imagining someone on Twitch yesterday
Brown the
went into like an online game. I just thought to myself, like, I don't know why, but I thought to myself, how terrible would it be if, oh my God, Timmy just fucking killing it.
what a play. The hoop plus the
How fucking,
Concentration on the finish.
just how awful it would be if someone did the 24-second shot clock violation, but beforehand they just decided to just shoot the ball. Like, how hated would that person in that entire team be?
This season has not been kind to them at the
And so I thought to myself, that's the sort of thing that someone would do in like NBA 2K, where it's like, hey man, you know, just because of things that have happened, we're gonna do a couple of 24-second shot clock violations. Like, oh, okay, man, and then just someone shot clock cheeses it for 3. Like,
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Dishes it to Hardaway.
Shareef, oh my God, did MJ Van exile Pippen to Utah?
Stolen.
Well, I don't think he did, considering MJ in this actually went to Golden State himself. So
Hardaway has got his first 2 points.
maybe that was it. Maybe Pippen was just tired of sticking around the Bulls after that. Didn't that pretty much happen in real life too? When MJ retired, Pippen was there for like a year or so, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to Portland."
Now a chance, Kevin, to take a look
Yeah,
at
dude,
how
these
the
Jazz
Jazz
uniforms are
fared over the
dope.
last month.
I have a John Stockton uniform. It's like one of my first NBA uniforms, except it's old school, like purple. And I don't mind it, like the old school purple Stockton uniform, but I would love having these mid-90s Jazz uniforms. I'd love to have one of them. Jesus.
That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line.
Pippen and Van Exel just abusing Bibby.
Orlando shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Well, you look at the numbers, 79% as a team on the season. That's very impressive.
We didn't change
Really,
anybody
guys,
out.
It's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
And both free throws.
Here we
good
go.
for Bibby. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Rock a Malone jersey. Yeah, I wouldn't mind
Yeah,
that.
they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
I was pretty close, probably about a year or so ago. I was very close to getting myself a Penny Hardaway jersey, because I think the NBA thing was the NBA shop website was having like us. Ah, damn it! I keep trying to. You know what? I keep trying to thread the needle and it's not working.
And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws.
I gotta say those new Bucks jerseys though, like I forget which one it is. I forget like kind of which one it is, but it's the one where they're mostly like black, and it's got like the giant buck, just like almost the entire like big front of the jersey.
Orlando, they've been playing well to start the season. I mean, once again, asserting themselves as one of the powerhouse.
Those Bucks jerseys are pretty good. I really enjoy those.
And they know better than anybody. The NBA season is a marathon, not a sprint. But nonetheless,
I had no idea who he was, and I watched a game of his. Never played a game he's actually in. Your dad bought it for your room when you were a kid.
So he hits both. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Oh shit! There we go.
That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his
I'd get a
fourth assist
Vancouver
of this
Grizzlies jersey, unironically. I honestly thought about getting that, because even in the mid to late '90s, those Vancouver Grizzlies jerseys were pretty dope too, especially with like the little trim around it. Those were pretty cool.
hit his foot, and the refs whistling a kick ball. Utah calls timeout.
you know, he wants to.
I looked up some shirts and stuff on NBA Shop,
He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there.
unlike the official NBA store, and I saw that they were selling like they sell like tall size T-shirts, which is good because I mostly need tall size shirts, and they were selling like old school Vancouver Grizzlies and Seattle Sonics shirts that I thought about getting. Because I was like, yeah, you know what? When I was a kid, I'd root for just about any team that faced Michael Jordan. Mostly because I was a big Magic fan, and Magic ended up getting bounced out all the time by
There's the pass to Bibby.
the Bulls. And then I was also a Jazz fan with Stockton and Malone, and they got bounced out by the Bulls.
Van Exel kicks to Miller,
Ah,
and he uses the glass on the layup. Bibby with it.
Cream City hat and Giannis. I don't think I've seen the Cream City jerseys. I might have to look those up.
He's against Miller.
Dude, these turnaround fadeaways. Ah, just as soon as I was talking about how great he's been with them, he misses one.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Jackson dishes to Van Exel. Stolen by Bibby. Puts the lead pass in front.
Ah, damn it. Oh, he tipped it. Okay, good.
Possession. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. In third, the Jazz. Fourth, the Magic.
You should create and make Michael Jordan work for you in Hawkeye Pro out of spite.
Really become priorities, a focal point for both of them.
Just add a bunch of like nonsensical people.
And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. So put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
You know, it's amazing when you're playing during a season. If you go through a stretch where
Oh,
you don't
come on.
hydrate,
Come
it
on.
can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker. You don't recover.
Hey, Shareef.
That can really take its toll over the course of an 82-game season.
Uh-oh. My bad. I'm terrible.
You know, for a guy his size,
You know, I would really, as much as I like 2K14, I would play one of the newer games because of like the ability to really like revamp a lot of like the jerseys and the logos and courts and everything. It's like I do enjoy this, but I would do one of the new ones if they did have like rosters as accurate as these. I don't think any of the new NBA 2Ks within the last couple of years have had something like that. Like I got excited when I think it was 2K19. They like introduced the draft classes, like the classic. You're like, oh, there's retro draft classes. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And then you like look at the draft classes, and it's like maybe 5 named people, and then it's a bunch of like generic people outside of it. And I'm like, why? It's like they didn't even pay. It's like I remember 2K19. They didn't even pay for like Kwame Brown to be in it. It's like he was the number 1 pick. I know he was a bust, but he was the number 1 pick, and he's not even in his own draft. I don't know. Maybe like I felt like NLSC usually is the place to find like full rosters like that. Yeah, there's like it's that's what I want. Is I want to have the level that this is at. I don't even care about I don't even care about logos, jerseys, courts, and all that, because I can figure that shit out myself and do it all myself. I at least need the rosters, though. I need the rosters, and I need the draft classes. But yeah, my league in the new games, though, is fantastic. Their sim engine is broken too. Yeah, sort of. And I know I would never play like full games like I do here, because like if this game had the sim engine in it that the new ones have, where I can jump in towards the end, like I would do what I had been doing for like the later 2K games. You know, like Michael Davis. Yeah, I don't like the idea that every single person in a draft class has like the whitest name imaginable. I don't need a bunch of like bald no-name dudes that all look the same in my retro draft classes. I want to have full retro rosters with, of a specific year, with draft classes of guys who people might have forgotten.
Well, you knew he'd win that race. Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
The Magic have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
I've seen some of the new scoreboards that people have made too. That's been pretty dope. I'm a big fan of that. Oh my God, I thought he made it. For a split second. I'm like, oh God. His one ran out of ink as she made him, but he has A potential. I do think there is something very silly about the about some of the little bits and pieces of the social media stuff. I guess it's more fun than anything else. There's nothing too bad about it.
And still hanging in there, the Utah Jazz. And defensively, they've done a good job grabbing rebounds, limiting second chances. Scottie Pippen playing impressively.
I will say, I don't think there's anything quite to the level of 2K14 though, with its
and look at the games being played right now. Charlotte currently trailing Washington.
Editor. Like, even its out-of-game editor is just so insanely ridiculous.
Also in progress, for the Philadelphia 76ers, they have the lead against the Heat at American Airlines Arena. 6 points is the difference.
Wow, Antoine Walker's just killing it.
Look here at the other NBA action. The Bulls are in a
2K
close
generated
one
players
against
in the new
Milwaukee
games,
Bucks.
accessories
Some
being
good
so
action there in
random.
the third, and we still got a close ball game.
Your
And now
roster
back to the
geeks, you
game in
bought Madden
Dallas.
20.
Glad to have the Olympics.
I can't be arsed to fucking buy Madden anymore. I thought about it, I didn't think about buying Madden 20. I thought about playing a football game. So I was like, oh man, every once in a while I just get this itch, like, I want to play a football game. And then I'll check the NFL 2K5 rosters, and I'll download an up-to-date 2K5 roster, and then just play that.
Jazz trail by 6.
Because that's more fun.
Now the feed to Van Exel.
I do wonder just how long people will honestly go making rosters for a game like that. I imagine quite a while. Because I think even to this day, I mean, there's games that don't have nearly as much of a following that came out in like the late 90s that people will still make mods for. You start wearing the late 90s Blue Unis with the stars on it. Those ones are my favorite. I wouldn't mind, but honestly, these are probably my favorite set of uniforms. The pinstripes, these old school pinstripes, but the black ones. That's why whenever I have an away game, I never wear the blue. I always wear the black. Because I do. That's just those are the jerseys that I love, man. Madden 08 PC mod. Yeah, I haven't checked that out in a long time. I used to have a copy of Madden 08 just for the PC modding. But now that I got that was, I think, back when I didn't have a computer that was capable of doing like PS2 emulation, and that's when PS2 emulation was really shoddy. So you couldn't really run NFL 2K5 very well. So if I was doing anything, I was mostly doing it on Xbox. Play for the Bucks. Your created QB is an homage to Kobe Saints. It's Pirates. Named him Yohei Osaka. Yoho. Haha. There we go. Just saying, rotate them in. I'll have to do that. Either that, or I'll just start wearing some of the more recent ones in this. I'll have to look up how to get a rotation of. I don't know if after starting a franchise I can add in more rotations of jerseys. Oh, I think I can. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I know how to do it. I just gotta get around to it. I might have to check some of the newer uniforms as well, and try to use the Redditor to attach it to the Magic, and then I can use them. Like the Magic's 2018 all blue and stars Disney jerseys. I might have to. I think I remember that. I think I remember seeing that once. Oh. Oh, come on now.
Jazz trail by 6. Left side Anderson, guarded by Hardaway.
You know what I thought was like a really underrated jersey? I forget what they were called, but they were like this is back when Durant and Westbrook still played for the Thunder, but they had those Oklahoma City jerseys that were like a darker blue, and they're real subtle. It's just real. It wasn't much in the way of a design, I guess, but like it just had like Oklahoma City going down like the front down an entire side. Those are probably some of my favorite ones there too. It might also be because the Thunder jerseys, for the most part, felt tacky almost. I mean, they were okay, but I felt like I don't remember what it was called. I think there was a name for what type of jersey it was, but yeah, just a dark blue with like the Oklahoma City going down the side. Ah, come on, there you go. Yeah, like the 70s Blazers. Ah, damn it. Okay, good. Red MC just has open slots to add jerseys, so you can put in as many as you want. Well, that's good. I forget about that. Yeah, that's the cool thing about Red MC is I could just add shit like, oh my god, dude, he just like pivoted right into the paint, and just as soon as he got it, boom. Lakers uniforms are pretty bad. I don't think I've. Oh no, I have kind of seen them. What's the new set of uniforms that they've been doing? Like, what is it, like the city design or town design? I forget what it's called. But like those city designs, like they're so hit and miss.
I think you could still see him kind of slide in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Hill, he's checked in for Utah. Pippen comes in for Steven Jackson.
I think at some point I'm going to have to figure out scoreboard logos as well, and figure out how to like put in some of the scoreboard logos just so I can do some of the more modern scoreboards. I feel like a good old ESPN or TNT scoreboard is going to be a must at some point. I mean, I always enjoy NBA on NBC's scoreboard, but and the whole presentation, but I think at some point I'll have to do one of the newer ones.
Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter.
Yeah, Google Images at this point has been. I don't even. It's weird because sometimes they do have things that I'm looking for that I can't find on DuckDuckGo, but at this point I pretty much just use DuckDuckGo for just about everything.
He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
He got there late, but you do have to like
I heard goaltending. All right, so he got an and one off of that.
Jazz making a change here. And a moment here to
That was
take a look at
nice.
the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Man, they keep piling up the assists.
Wayne's
Great
Peach Tree
ball movement.
Munis.
Another thing they've done tonight
I don't think
is
I've
work
seen
the
that
ball
yet.
into the paint for plenty of those close range points. You got to have those.
Anderson.
I also like the thing I do like about Red MC is I can actually change the records.
Gets the 3-point.
So I don't think you can change the years, but like you can change records so that
Really translated to the scoreboard yet.
you know, if you did like an entirely custom league and you had teams that weren't actually established off of other teams, you can actually change the records and how many titles someone had won and all that to just make it 0.
He set the pick.
Get the old Fox scoreboard that would flash and make beeping noises for touchdowns and home runs. Dude, so they have a couple of them. I don't think anyone for 2K14 has made like the recent Fox one, because I think I had it for 2K18 or 19. I think for both 2K18 and 19 I had the new Fox Sports scoreboards because I like the subtlety of it. And I know 2K14 has like the older ones, like the mid 2010s ones, which are okay. They're not bad. I don't think Fox ever did NBA coverage at that time, but having like that mid 2000s Fox box, wow, how did that happen?
And then get out in their transition game.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
I like, it's weird because when I think of like baseball scoreboards, it's not even so much football at this point, but like baseball scoreboards. I think about like that mid 2000, like that 2004 scoreboard.
He shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
I would love to have a basketball version of that with like the little LED style names.
There's the screen. Pippen, the pass to Van Exel.
That'd be great.
Anderson for 3.
It'd also be great if someone did like the CBS scoreboard, but it didn't just say NCAA.
You know, he's not likely to
I
pass
wouldn't
up
mind
the
just something that just said NBA instead of NCAA, but I get it.
Elon passes to Hardaway. That 3 off the mark.
and
Damn
he
it.
continues
Oh,
to search for
okay.
his rhythm. It's eluded him to this
Logos in the scoreboard used right now that either logo is small or tiny. Yeah, I have to kind of look at the what I do for that, Because obviously, in order to make some of the other logo, oh god, that was really late. In order to make some of the logos that appear in the game, because I ended up figuring that out. Because for the longest time, I didn't know how to change the logos in game, besides just very specific ones. And then I started figuring that out, and that's when I started changing all the logos for the menus and everything. But yeah, it's been a little while since I've actively been like looking at doing mods and stuff for this game.
And he sinks the second.
There we go.
1:29 left in the third quarter. Magic leading by 8. Kicks it to Bibby. Now Nalon.
All right, can Nalon do what Timmy had done earlier? Probably not.
Fires from the wing.
Never mind.
And that one's good by Nalon. He's got 7. Utah's gone 2 of 5 with
Damn.
a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. To the inside. It's stolen.
Hey, there you go. Go Penny.
Here's Hardaway and good
There we
on the
go.
basket. Book it. And
Looks
now
like he hasn't been too successful yet.
for Utah,
So that's
they're
helpful.
on at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Dishes it to Van Exel.
Needs more emphasis on the honeycomb on the current
Back to Van
jerseys.
Exel. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
There we go.
Duncan's got 5 rebounds tonight.
All right, can Hardaway do it? Everyone's been hitting him tonight.
Aids back, and again,
Hey, Kobe.
Taking off that cold shooting performance of the first half.
Hardaway
They're all killing it with the fadeaway, with the fadeaway jumpers today.
Number 43. Oh, yes, the turnaround. He has 6.
Try and get 81. I mean, I'll easily get 81 as a team.
Hardaway backing down.
Let's see if he'll do it again.
Fades and shoots.
Ah,
Doesn't
damn it.
go either for Hardaway.
And the fadeaway was about his only option there. Really good defensive position.
And here at the
Ah,
end of
look
the
at that
third quarter,
nice
it's a
score.
double-digit ball game. Magic lead by 12. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. The Denver Nuggets.
Oh, more
hit the road
Christmas
for
Day
a duel
games.
With the Los Angeles Lakers coming your way next Monday.
Those are probably the best Lakers jerseys right there. That might be it. By the way, Antonio McDyess, obviously it's a perspective thing, but Antonio McDyess towering over Shaquille O'Neal is just hilarious.
Orlando leading by 12.
Oh.
And here's Alston. With a step back.
Hey, there you go.
And gets it to go in. Duncan's got the
Score 81, then don't score anymore. Challenge mode.
Utah shooting a respectable 47%.
I bet you I could probably do that.
And for Utah, they've got Hill, and it's Coleman in at the 4. Back to Pippen.
Just a bunch of 24-second shot clock violations
Clock at 6.
after we hit 81.
It's stolen by Duncan.
Hey,
And for the Magic. Bibby kicks to Alston. Duncan right side.
damn it.
It's stolen by Hill. And for Utah, they've got Pippen.
Signed Shareef an $81 million contract. I think I actually signed Shareef for more.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth.
I think he got about 100 mil.
Outside Pippen. Down to 5 on the
Maybe
shot
less. I can't remember.
clock. And goaltending is going to be the call.
Ah.
So they get the basket there anyway.
That's all right.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
They're already full court pressing.
Nalon's checked
Yep,
in.
that turned out well for them.
Subbed in for Brown. Jazz trail by 13. And for Utah, we've got Van
What, did
Exel.
Duncan get tired already?
There with Pippen, and it's Harris in at the 2-guard position. And it's good. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And for the Magic,
All right, let's see. ISO Penny. ISO Penny. Oof.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
We're working on making an entirely custom league in 2K14. I did at some point too. Like I actually made it so I didn't screw anything up on this. Just so I didn't screw anything up on this game, I actually have an entirely different install. I have a completely fresh install of 2K14 because I'm playing this on the Steam version, and then I bought a an actual DVD copy. So at least I have a physical version in case the Steam version ever is not a viable option.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Anderson is out there with Van Exel. Then there's Pippen.
450 plus original dudes. Yeah, I don't think I'd go that far.
On the free throw.
I'll do jerseys and courts and teams and logos, but yeah, I'll use an established roster.
Hardaway backing down. Here's Nalen.
Ah,
Contact and trying to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
all right, that helps.
Well, you don't like the foul.
I do like the little things like that. The little things like that I don't think they would put into, you know,
Keep fighting their way to the line,
some other
guys.
games. It's like the like just the awkward like, oh no, are we gonna slap hands? No, okay.
To go up, the longer their perfection continues.
I think that's what a lot of people like about like the 2K football games as well. It's just the little tiny things.
The head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle
Download the
down,
newest
run the
UBR. Some of
offense,
the courts are
and make
pitch
the
black and
simple
players'
pass.
heads are missing, even
Kevin,
though you
sounds
downloaded
easy
all the
enough.
parts. I feel you. I think even on my next upcoming draft class, there's like a head or two missing that I'm not a big fan of. I really wish I knew why it was doing that, because I've had the full version of I've downloaded the whole thing quite a while back.
Now the pass to Anderson. For three, Pippen. Offensive
Ah, god damn it.
kicks to Pippen. He passes to Van Exel. Back to Pippen. He feeds it to Van Exel.
Yep.
He dishes it to Pippen. Anderson. There's the triple. Pippen misses.
Oof.
Outside Hardaway.
Whoops. Who was that going to?
Right side.
The old
Pippen.
face,
He
black
kicks it to
face
Anderson.
glitch for 2K games. Oh yeah, I think I kind of remember that.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally
Come on.
him, but he
Oh.
does not help the situation.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the
I mean,
way
they
up
are
in time,
just.
so he'll shoot.
It has been rough.
We've seen Tim Duncan getting it done.
Hey,
And he was able to come up with one steal,
your
too.
Patreon forum. He's been great with helping. Well, that's good.
Disrupting the offense. He's playing the pass.
Yeah, especially now with this mod,
He goes 1 for 2. Jazz
because for the longest time, I was just linking to his website, but now that he doesn't really do his website anymore, whenever anyone asks, like, "Hey, what's how do I get this?" Now I can at least just link to the Patreon.
over 3.5 minutes through the
Wow,
fourth.
flop much?
Here's Nalen. The feed to Bibby. Buries the
Hey,
and the Magic lead by 13.
The thing you notice right off the bat from the statistics, just his three-point percentage. I mean, it's a terrific number, and it's a combination of things. Good shot selection, his mechanics are solid, and his movement on the perimeter is outstanding.
And another thing about his game that's really noticeable is how well he handles defensive pressure when he's getting his shot off. He's a very composed shooter.
I like the way that
There we
he
go.
is really
There we
staying
go.
aggressive from that three-point line after not making a single one before the half.
I thought I probably should have stopped short with him, just to
They're playing well together. It's
so that it wasn't driving into the hoop.
Coleman, the
That's
pass
all
to
right.
Anderson. There's the dish to Van Exel.
I love how hard Coleman threw that just for the 5 feet.
Outside for Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. Anderson outside. Pulls it up.
Nope.
Anderson can't get that one to fall.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did.
Nah, that's not who that should have gone to. Oh. Yeah, I don't mind either way.
The game so far for Anderson, 10 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Going forward, I think it'd be a good idea to let him spend a little more time behind the arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
That free throw, no good.
I don't know. I feel like at this point, if I stop at 81, I could end up losing. Just with how the last quarter has gone so far. Well, maybe. I don't know. He's going to keep...
Pass to Hardaway, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And
Well.
you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the
Well, let's see if this gets screwed up.
Plenty of concentration.
Yep.
Finding a way to get that shot to fall.
All right, I got screwed up.
You know, you gotta like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top
I
of that,
tried.
they're making
It's not good because Penny's actually a really good shooter, so I'd have to. I should have tried harder to really crap up the shot. Whoops. Whoops. That's what I want.
Van Exel dishes to Pippen. Picked away.
Boy, it seems like
There you
he's
go.
gotten a
There you
little
go.
loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first
Balls.
half to quite a few here in the second.
Left side Anderson. The shot. Another miss by
Wow,
Mitchell.
man.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Another miss by Orlando.
How dare
Trailed
you?
by 13. Van Exel kicks
82. It's one better.
Rebounded
Aw,
by
damn it.
Hardaway.
That's not what I meant to do.
Fifth rebound in this one. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Destroyed the
Here's
dream.
Van Exel.
I still got another game.
Anderson up top, looking to end his cold spell. And that one's good.
Oof.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't think that's the way to go.
Look
when
out.
they're trailing. The three-point shot can be used, but they've got to balance it out. Brought back to
Shit,
Steve
what was
Kerr.
the alley-oop button in this game? Because they changed it like every year around this time.
In low to Hill.
I can't remember if this was the L2 days or if this was the... I don't think this was the double triangle days or double Y or whatever the hell it was.
Nice rhythm and flow for
What was
this
the-
team. Tremendous
what was the
communication and alertness.
Alley-oop button.
Malon passes
Ah.
it away. Stolen by Anderson. Had a chance there to cut it to
Chuck the
single
ball
digits.
out of bounds like that 7 more
Court from the
times.
Magic on the break.
Ugh.
They pick
Ah.
up the pass. Fires for three. Anderson can't
What's
get
really
that
going to
one
suck
down.
is they were doing shit enough I could have kept it at 81.
Hasn't been able
That's
to
all right.
get a whole lot to go so far.
Bibby defended by Coleman. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Come on. Come on.
Duncan dishes to Hardaway. And the three ball.
There
is
we
good.
go.
And the Magic lead by 14.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Open for three. And it's Orlando with the
Shoot
rebound.
random threes for Kobe.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from the wing.
We're at a point now where we're just dicking around. Because why not? We're already up by 14.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on. Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason he keeps trying to force it up. He's
I don't
defending
think
well.
they're. I don't think the announcers are that savage anymore. He's building a house with all those bricks.
Second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Shot clock at 6.
I think they're more subtle now.
Here's Abdul Rahim.
Oh,
They get it back. Here's Duncan. It's good.
hey.
Pretty good about this win tonight, guys. Defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They put on a show
Nice.
tonight, thoroughly
Who's the player of the game? Tim Duncan. There we go. Damn. We kind of spread it around to everybody. Duncan being play. Oh, he almost got a double-double. Penny actually did quite good. He got 6 rebounds, 4 assists. That's pretty good for him. It feels weird. It feels weird to have Duncan and Bibby doing like the weird side eyes. It doesn't even look like they're looking at me. It's like they're looking at a guy who's like aiming a gun at them just off camera. You gotta stand here. Stand here and take the picture. Scott Padgett's disgusted, and God Sham God is he doesn't want nothing to do with this. That's fantastic. I like some of the faces. God Sham God could not be bothered to stand there very long. Let's see. 10-game skid. Got to win over the Lakers. Mirasan and Pelicans on the outs. O'Neal Shaq is going to test free agency. That'll be interesting. All right. I guess we will face... Whoops. Let's not do a practice. I guess we'll be facing the Wizards then. Yeah, because then the next time would be the Jazz, and then I guess the Knicks. Who do the Wizards even have? I guess I don't even remember who the Wizards have. Chris Webber, a pissed off Elton Brand, Ola Wakandi. That's about it. It's Chris Webber. I was expecting more. As opposed to the Jazz, who at least have a little bit more something. Oh no. Well, it says they're good. It says they're a 90. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's see how we do it there. Sign the Shaq. Why sign the Shaq when we're going to be drafting Kwame Brown next year? All right. What do we got for other jerseys to use? Let's see. Ooh. I forgot. I always kind of like those too. So we don't have much. We got the nice 90s ones. We got the late 2000s ones. And then the mid 2000s ones. Yeah. I like that. Gotta get Kwame at all costs. Let's see. We should take him out of the Bullets jerseys at least. There's got to be a Wizards. Yeah, there's a Wizards jersey. Ooh. Yeah, we should at least give him the Wizards jersey. Cool. Are these the OG of the firing squad Bullets? I get you.
It's the Washington Wizards going up against the Orlando Magic. And without...
All right, 81 points for Shareef right here.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one.
Oh, the Bulls, huh?
Holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today?
I realize this might be a little bit tough. Well, no. Weber's facing off against... Who's Weber facing off against?
And guys, what are you going to be looking for in this one from Bibby?
Whoops. Oh, my God. That's not what I meant to do. So Weber's facing off against Lee Nalen. All right.
copes with tight D better than anyone is something to make note of. His percentage stays the same, and if he's wide open, he's automatic.
You look at Orlando, winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
Well, mentally, physically, strategically, everything is.
Where's he
falling
at?
into
Where's
place.
Shareef? Where's Shareef?
Bump in the road at some
Let's
point,
go.
but for right
Time to
now,
take over this
looks
game.
like this winning streak
Oh
will
my
go
God.
for a while.
Okay.
Well, Steve, you're right again. I mean, it's hard to find fault with any part of their game at this time. I mean, their confidence level.
All right, there's one.
Rise and rise, and you see that with every win.
Nice
Both
2.
shots good from the strike.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Here's Hudson.
We're on our way.
For him last game against
He got some huge points from the foul line too, Kevin. He was
Oh
very
God, they're
aggressive,
such a
generating
slow-paced
contact
team.
and drawing fouls.
that one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
It's all right. We still have Shareef.
Hudson's got himself on the board with 3 there. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me.
There you go. There's 4.
Up against a future Hall of Famer, Tim Duncan, in this one, and I asked him how Duncan changes what they do on the defensive end. He relayed that he told his guys not to be over-aggressive with him in the post, saying, if we start biting on every fake he throws our way,
Oh man.
we'll all be
See,
in
this is the
foul
pain in the ass.
Can't
Is they're
let
just
that happen.
holding the ball and
We'll
holding
see
the
if they
ball
can
and
avoid
holding the
just
ball.
that, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Clock at 4. Here's Hudson.
Nope.
No good. Bibby with a defensive effort. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It
Oh, come on.
They scored. And
Come on
not
now.
much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense
5.
on its heels early the entire game. And
I wish that this game also had the
what unit was out there.
the stat lines for them.
The first quarter of action.
Because if I do it, it's just the badges. I really appreciated in the more recent ones when they had the stat lines instead.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Ah,
Brand grabs the board.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella.
I'm gonna end up
Set it
just
to the
killing
bucket like
Shareef
that.
in this
Good
game.
job.
I can
Here's
feel it.
Hudson, averaging 20 points per game.
If I even attempt this.
First quarter of basketball, just over
All right,
0
there's 8.
minutes played.
That's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
We're a 10th of the way there.
From
Lots in the new Bullet
downtown,
Club logo. There's a new Bullet Club logo.
He certainly didn't
I
take
guess it
advantage
makes
of the poor
sense.
defense, but they can't count on him to
Oh.
continue missing.
No, that's for sure. Because
They
this
probably
guy's
want to
too
wash
good of a
the
shooter to miss that
wash
way
the elite era
And the
stuff
basket good.
off of them.
11 points in the game.
No, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Clark, some tough offensive
Yeah, if
shots.
someone can link it to me, I'd be more than happy to take a look.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Brand. Just over 3.
Boom. All right.
It
It looks like an AHL logo.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was
I'm
only with one
intrigued
hand, but
as to
he
how
threw
it looks
down
like an
pretty hard.
AHL logo now.
Washington with the ball. After the Magic pick up 2.
It's just a giant cartoon gun.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Oh,
And he makes the first. Wizards making a switch here. And so he makes both. from
is
the
he
line.
already out? No, he's already out.
And here's Bibby.
They put in Hoiberg.
He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. Now here's Hardaway. Defended by Barry.
Ah, God.
No good.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Oh, I thought he went backcourt.
Goes up off the pick.
Oh, my God.
Now here's Hardaway. Defense is right
There we go. That'll help.
Count that one. Hardaway has got his first 2 points. So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
That was an impressive defensive.
All right, we killing him
the
now.
athleticism, the intensity.
Kwame is such a
Really
leader.
shutting their opponent down.
And Steve, that was reflected in their block total. I mean, they were extremely disruptive.
Just imagine when we're gonna get Kwame. That'll be great.
And smart.
Can you imagine if he actually does get drafted early by someone?
6 on the shot clock.
Like, we need a center.
Poked away. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Bibby with the ball.
Oh, come on.
Right. It's off the
I probably could have moved up a little bit
Wizards trail by
closer.
6. Hudson the pass to Udoka.
Kwame's the new Magic. So the Lakers. Of course.
Nice ball
They're gonna sign him now, even like this. Like, hey, like we can it's either him or Dwight Howard.
shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you know, one of his qualities,
Kwame's the next guy on the list if Dwight Howard gets hurt.
desire defensively. You never see him get caught up on a screen, constantly fighting over the top, trying to stay in the offensive player's chest. I love the way this guy plays.
And also,
They won't
Steve, I
even
think he's
call him
really
though.
smart
They'll
with
just
the
like send
basketball.
smoke
Very
signals.
smart. When you're playing with him, your only job is to get open because when you do, and if you do, he'll put
Hey.
it on the for you. Room service style.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out.
Put up the Kwame signal. The Kwame signal is just a hand
There's the screen.
dunking onto a rim with the ball bouncing out.
Pass to Barrett. He feeds it to Weber. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Shine the spot. Yeah, that's Kwame's logo right there. A hand dunking onto a rim with the basketball flying out of it.
From deep. Shots
Aww.
for
Aww.
Washington. They've gone 4 for 9 from the field.
I hate missing these A+ shots.
The feed to Weber.
Fuck you, Chris Webber.
On the break, here's Brown. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
.131 left in the
Already
first
doing a
quarter.
good job shutting them down, I think.
Here's Udoka. Wizards making a switch here. Concac's checked in.
Oh, now they're taking them out.
Poke loose.
Hey.
Lewis, left side. Off target there.
Ugh.
That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Back to Dumars. Uncovered. And again, Washington, no good.
Boy, that's a warm
Uh,
when you're a pro.
who's not shit enough to... Let's see. Bender, Shamgod. Lewis, I guess, can shoot. Kind of. He should have made that, but whatever.
They were able to handle the Magic.
And in winning
I've
that
been
last
missing
game,
enough
guys,
A
they
shots
drove the
already.
lane and attacked the
It's
basket
fine.
very aggressively. It led to them drawing a lot of
Aw,
contact
damn it.
inside and causing some foul trouble for their opponent.
Claxton. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You really don't want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
Oh,
To the
oh,
middle.
oh.
The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, they seem to have lost some confidence a little bit as a team from the line. They're shooting only 70% on the year.
And guys, that allows their opponents
Wait, did
to
we
play
already
very
put them in the
aggressive
bonus?
defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Yeah, at least we got Nailing.
He hits one and misses one.
I miss the old days when we could have Mayberry and Hoiberg out there right off the bench.
Yeah, it's a physical
They could
game,
just
and
kill
so
it
far the
for
numbers
us.
show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Here's Nayland.
Ugh. Okay, so I probably just was a little late on the pulling the trigger there.
With the start of the second quarter.
Spend your
More Christmas games?
NBA.
More Christmas games.
Take on the Houston Rockets.
This time it's Paul Pierce and the Pelicans taking on Gary Payton and the Rockets. Also, Payton's on the Rockets.
the first quarter is in the
I'll never forget the year that they absolutely underperformed with Peyton on the Sonics.
And they're really
Wonder who the
keying in on
Sonics still
getting as
have.
many good shots inside the lane as
That
possible.
one year they should have challenged us and probably beat us in the finals.
Outside looks.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're working it inside.
And then they couldn't
doing
even
it
beat
with
the Lakers.
intention and purpose.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Orlando.
All right, let's do this.
Double
Ah.
Dumars.
Oh, God, now they're doubling up on him.
Shoots the three. Gets it to go. 16 points for him.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Screen by Brand. Dumars kicks to Brand. Shoots from the right block. Brand with
Oh.
another miss. Orlando leading by 10. Abdul
Oh, shit. Oh, come on now.
Boy. Here's Abdul
Got me
Rahim.
stuck in a ridiculous
Number 3 on
animation.
The
And he
Wizards
absolutely bit the pump fake, but then I couldn't get past him for whatever ungodly reason.
to come in for Washington. Thomas kicks to Brand.
Ooh. DDT 715 Wrestle Peter Pan, the Ippon Light Tube Death Match,
That they're taking it
is
inside,
on
taking
DDT's YouTube channel for free.
chip away at the deficit.
Nice, dude. That was one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite matches there.
Gets the momentum going.
That single light tube death match. And now it's on their DDT's YouTube channel. I have to rewatch that. That was amazing.
Continue to give up those easy points.
And that one's good. Hudson's got 7 points in the game. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Abdul Rahim defended by McCoy.
Who cares about double teams? Oh, come on.
McCoy. Passes to Hudson.
Ew.
Brand a screen on Hardaway.
Oh, it was a great match.
Here's Hudson. He's got 7. Clock at 6. Thomas goes in. Backing him down.
Oh,
Fades
oh.
and shoots.
Damn it.
Pulled the shot a little left, but the
Tyler
bounce
watches
goes
baby
his way.
wrestling. How is that baby wrestling?
In the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Because when I think baby wrestling, I think light tube death matches.
While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. Number 1, the Magic.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you
There we
get.
go.
This team leads the league in shooting percentage because 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they
There we
take
go.
high quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
Wizards trail by 8. Here's Hudson. Leads him in there. Here's Barry.
Grown men in baby outfits.
Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Magic have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
That would be something.
Abdul
Feels like something DDT would absolutely do too.
the 3. That's good. Bibby's got
One
his
light
first
tube,
one of the
nah,
game,
bro.
and he's on the
That's the point. That's the joke.
One of those guys that
Is that it's a light tube death match, but it's a single light tube.
That's all. And if he runs his man
It's the
off
whole
screen,
point of the.
finds an
It's a
opening,
comedy
that's
match.
it. He's going to let that thing go.
And another thing
Which is
about
great
his
is that the light tube was actually sponsored too.
He's getting his shot off. He's a very composed shooter.
Weber, he's checked in for the Wizards.
Uh-oh. Wait, Itabashi, Greenhall,
Brand
Tokijoshi. Wait. There's a show going on
The
today?
pass to Brand. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
And poor shooting.
Oh,
from him
no,
this
that looks
quarter.
like it was,
Shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Oh, it was okay, it's a TV show thing that was already
Dishes it to
a thing.
He's against Brand. Here's Abdul Rahim and a
Hey.
with the 3.
You're on that 500 light tube shit.
Looks like a pregame shoot around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Backing down is Brand. Can they get it? And that
Damn
one's
it.
good.
All right, that's all right.
Brand's got 4 points this quarter.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do
Oh, look at all the crowd shots. It's like Kevin Dunn
good things happen.
taking a
Over these last
Kevin Dunn got a job with the Orlando Magic. We're not going to watch the game anymore. I'm just going to have to play with constant crowd shots.
Number 2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
That they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
The dish to Udoka. Washington gets a back.
Damn it.
Weber kicks to Brand, and a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. And it's 8 points for Brand.
Guys, he shot a
I did actually. I think I mentioned that. I don't know how much this is gonna get used, but I ended up getting a blank hockey jersey, a blank black hockey jersey, and then fabric paints in, because I decided instead of sewing patches, because that's gonna be super expensive, I might figure out fabric paints for making a jersey for WrestleMania weekend. I have not used fabric paints in like friggin' 10 years probably.
Averaging 12 points a game.
I haven't done that shit in a while.
And it's Orlando with another.
Well, offensively, he's taken a
I was to say he's got to have close to 30. I don't think I'm gonna hit the big 81, but I'm definitely gonna have a big night with him.
Here's Hudson. 7 points in the game.
This is definitely a Shareef heavy night.
Hudson. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Barry. Lets it go from 11. No good.
What? Oh, okay. I was like, I thought for half a second that it actually was someone.
Magic leading by
He actually was called for goaltending. I was gonna fucking kill somebody.
his first shot.
Ah, damn it.
Blocked.
Yeah, that's what I get. That's exactly what I get.
And it's blocked by Bibby.
Jesus.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The win.
You know, if you get blocked that hard by Mike Bibby,
Now we get a chance to check out the
I feel like you should just probably take some time off of basketball at that point.
A terrific position for them as they
I think
illustrious top spot.
like Mike Bibby's good, but if you just got completely and utterly stuffed by Mike Bibby,
now in terms of their record.
that
Orlando, they played terrific
yeah,
basketball.
that should be, you should just be benched at that point.
They had last season. Well, it's hard to find a team that matches up with them comfortably.
Well, you're right, Clark. I mean, they would probably have the upper hand against
Oh,
almost any team in this league. I mean, they're
Who's
very
out here?
difficult matchups.
Alston.
They've got plenty of talent, and they're so well coached. And what I like is they play hard every single night.
And Washington making a change here. Thomas is checked in.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this league
Ugh.
right where it is.
ugh.
So if you're doing enough good things and you're maintaining at least a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
Damn it.
They get it back. Goes back up, and that is good.
Why?
He does under the offensive board.
This is what happens when Shareef's not on the floor.
Here's Naylor. He's guarded by Thomas. They swipe it. And here we go. The Wizards fast break.
Nope.
And it's rejected. And they get it back.
This poor dude is just getting stuffed by everybody today.
In the layup.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with
Come
some
on.
hard work
Come
on the
on.
glass there.
Magic leading by 7.
Hardaway?
Inside Hardaway.
That's a long two. And he isn't even going to make it because I
On, passes to
sucked at
Hardaway.
tossing it. There you go. Oh, come on. I did better that time,
See if
game.
they want to trade
Give it to
2-for-1
me.
here.
Well, you got to time up the clock. And it's easier said than done, but you got to execute your offense on that. first
Should have had
possession.
Shaq.
The Wizards working
Yeah,
the ball right
we got Kwame coming. It's fine.
now. Bibby against
It's all
Hudson.
good.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bibby with a defensive effort.
That was a layup. And you've
You're gonna
gotta
be
knock
saying
that down.
Shaquille
You've got
who?
to convert when you get those opportunities.
Hardaway kicks to Alston. He feeds it to Bibby. Here's Patrick.
Oh, damn it.
And
I
poor
screwed
shot
up.
Selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Here's Hudson. He has 7. Thomas. Pass to Hudson. From deep.
Oh, God. That's, yep, that's 3.
Boy, you hate to see that fouling the three-point shooter.
You know, there are a lot more free throws made than threes every every season. I mean, make him earn it from deep. Don't foul it.
And the second free throw, good. Last one's off.
Oh, you dick. I was going to try to inbound it and get a shot off.
And a tight game here
You
as we enter the
asshole.
first half. Orlando out in front.
All right.
Up by 5.
Well, that wasn't the greatest last like 3 or 4 minutes there. He kind of crapped it up.
Now presented by Sprint.
Hey, bro guy, what's
The
up?
NBA season is rolling right
All right.
along. Let's look back at the first half.
Mike Bibby's the second highest scoring player on the team right now with 3 points because we've just been Shareef has been carrying the game.
Great rim protection too when you look at all the blocks. And for the Wizards, they're still gutting it out. Extra possessions.
All right.
For the Charlotte Hornets, they have the lead against the Hawks at Phillips Arena. A comfy advantage for them in the third. And another game going on.
Anything. Why does Paul Pierce not get a picture?
Out in New Orleans. A lot of ground to make
Paul
up
Pierce
for
should
them.
have a picture.
Not a
Why
lot
does
of
he
game
not have
left.
one?
And to look now at the rest of the action from around the NBA. The Bulls are in a close one against the Indiana Pacers. Second half of play, still anybody's game. That's all we've got here. Now, back to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the second half.
The Sprint
That's all
Halftime
right.
Report presented by Sprint.
I find that odd. The Sprint halftime reports presented by Sprint, followed by a Sprint logo transition.
So the Wizards 5 right now.
I feel like if it were any more blatant, it would just be the halftime report of just the guy just going Sprint for like 2 straight minutes.
The putback. Tim Duncan.
Hey,
Duncan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bibby dishes to Duncan.
all right, Shareef, you've been carrying this game on your back,
Here's Abdul-Rahim.
and you're gonna continue carrying it.
Shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Oh, damn it!
Guys, he's extremely
You wish
difficult
your
to
Hornets were
cover
20 and
on the block.
11.
He's skilled. He's got a lot of moves he can go to, and he keeps the defense off balance.
And Steve, very few players have his finishing ability.
Damn.
Get a lot of and
Yeah, it was
because
goaltending.
even
That's
if he
all right.
draws hard contact, he is able to
Whatever.
break through that and typically score.
Whoops.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the
I
other
meant to
way.
pass it to Bibby, but then he
Last few
lost
weeks,
control of
let's
the
see
ball.
how Washington stacks up. First
Oops.
in rebound, third in blocks. They are in the top third of the league in assists. With the quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not bad.
Oh.
And probably what impresses me the most, Clark, out of all those stats.
Oh,
you're talking
damn
about
it.
the rebounds per game, because this is a team that has become very physical. They'll put a body on you, and
All right,
they'll really
all right.
dominate the paint if you don't stand up to the task and really attack them back.
A nice shot by Hudson.
Ugh, they're coming back. This isn't good.
Orlando leading by 3. Abdul-Rahim. He's going
Pass.
Hardaway and fouled hard.
Man, the only thing I don't like is the fact that it does take him forever to get the ball. Like the animations in the game make it so it takes for like they lose control of the ball, and it takes them way too long to recover before they pass again
When you bring up those statistics, impressive
or
numbers.
shoot or do
Not a lot
anything.
you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
I guess that's somewhat real life though.
The feed to Weber.
It's gonna take you a second
He's
to
against the
recover.
line. Puts it up from 15. Orlando grabs the miss. Duncan
There it is, a rare actual rebound.
Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. Sets in motion a
We're gonna do it.
trip
I
forward.
think that's 30.
Looking forward to seeing how that Brooklyn game turns out.
At this point, I'd be happy with 50.
Talk it over. And as with any
If I can get him to get 50, that'd be nice. 32.
working and those that are needed.
Poor Tim Duncan has not
Of course, the opportunity
has not
to get hyped
gotten
up
anything
and
yet.
before coming back out of the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been
Hey,
it's been fast,
you got it.
and high-paced, so anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Wizards
That's
lead by
34.
10. Brand a screen on Bibby.
It's not often that we have one of our guys that actually scores over 30. Just because we have like 3 major weapons, so no one really hits 30. That's why we never get any MVPs. Because you got those shitty teams with guys who score like 40 a night because everyone else sucks.
Boxing out very well and battling hard for every rebound.
And so Brand nails both of them. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think
Hang
you
on.
can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Swap
I was looking at something on Twitter. It just made me laugh.
over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive.
That Kobe shit, man. Yeah, dude.
Second is
Yeah, I found out about it because someone at work was like, they're like, hey, do you know who Kobe Bryant is? I'm like, yeah, I'm a big basketball fan. I know who Kobe is. I feel like even non-basketball fans do at least know who Kobe is. He's like, yeah, he died. I'm like, huh? They're like, yeah, it's all over Facebook. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like a hoax. But yeah, I immediately like went to check. I was like, oh shit, dude.
Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Brand's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Bibby.
Bibby, he's covered by Hudson.
Shareef. Oh, come on.
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this third quarter.
He's going to do it.
Passes it to
We're
Weber.
not getting anywhere
Duncan
close
on
to
him.
81.
Weber kicks to Brand.
He's just not on the floor enough. He gets good minutes,
Dishes
but
it to
yeah.
Weber. 6 to shoot.
It also doesn't help that these guys, that the Wizards play such a slow pace.
To the back on the play.
It's his 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
The Wizards making a switch here. Ball's
Kobe
not
hater
loose.
growing up, but that shit just blew my mind. Yeah. It's kind of like Michael Jordan. Like I grew up a Michael Jordan hater.
His game, and
But if some shit like that happened to him,
he has not
that
held
would
the
be sad.
situation.
Clark Davis struggling here
It's like
on offense.
no matter how much I hated Michael Jordan when I was a kid,
The pass to McCoy.
I would acknowledge
Here we go. One-on-one.
his
Here's Abdul Rahim.
the level that he was at.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And
Keep
Clark
it going.
on the dunk.
Keep this
This is just
keep
too
this
much.
keep this pace going.
Ball up like that, and then failing to get back in transition.
Horace Grant, he's checked in for Orlando. A nice
Ah,
job by
all
Hudson.
right, all right.
Looked like he
Yeah, they're at least taking the shots.
showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
Takes the three.
Oh, come on.
You know, even though he missed that one, great
That's
shooters
definitely
have a
not
way
Tim
of
Duncan. Who
feeling
the fuck
when
is
they
that?
make enough room to pull the
Where?
Yeah, not enough defensive
Duncan?
coverage there.
I mean, it's probably I think it's an older Duncan. I don't know.
Thomas checked
He's
in
got
for
a
the
goofy
Wizards.
enough face. He looks like Duncan. I think he looks enough like Duncan. There's some other dudes in this game who don't look much like what they're supposed to look like. Like Chris Webber, I don't think looks much like he's supposed to. I don't think it'll show his face, but yeah, Chris Webber doesn't really look much like Chris Webber. He kind of looks like Chris Webber, but not so much.
Washington with the ball.
Like Jalen Rose in this doesn't look anything like Jalen Rose.
Foul call that time in the
I remember
win.
that when I
Two
used to
chances
have
at the
him.
free throw line here.
And we get a chance to see the numbers for Tim Duncan.
Yeah,
Fourth in
Duncan-
blocks,
Duncan looks like
15th in
Duncan.
rebounding, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, he's done a nice job of creating good
I put some extra stuff on him.
I mean, he ranks in the top 5 in blocks per game, and that puts
Because
him
we
in
wanted
the
our
right
guys to have
place
some
as one of the
equipment
most
on them.
feared defenders in the league right now.
And Hudson drops them both.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so
Bibby.
deficit, Steve.
Bibby
Duncan.
passes to Duncan.
Shareef.
Left block shot on the way.
Ah,
Time from Thomas.
And the defense defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Dumars against Hardaway.
Uh-oh.
Hudson knocks down the
Uh-oh.
Hudson's got 9
It's a
points in the
5-point
quarter.
game.
The defense sagged off, and he did not hesitate
Oh, shit.
to rise up and bury that three.
Damn. Bibby just like hung in the air on that one.
Right around the bigger man.
He had some hang time on that.
Hardaway with the steal. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Alston.
Alston might not be the guy to do that. Don't worry, Shareef is here to save the day. 39 points for Shareef. Oh my God.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball.
Maybe it was just a hole since he played 2K14 because you don't remember his body looking like that. Probably not, considering this is a mod.
There's Thomas with the three. And again,
They probably modified him.
triple.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
Lot of dimes
Heading to bed.
dropping
All right,
on
see
the
you later,
line there,
Okada.
Steve. Boy, with an open look like that, he is so
They
gifted.
postponed the
Man, you
Clippers-Lakers
gotta play
game.
better defense.
I think
Eventually,
that's
he's
still,
gonna
what,
make
a
you
day
pay.
or so
Got
away?
that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got
Yeah, I
to
don't
do a
really
good
like
job
it.
defensively.
And it's Orlando with the rebound.
I kind of understand, but yeah, it's like, oh, shit.
Thomas with the steal. Makes the lead pass. And Joe
Damn it.
Dumars the bucket on the assist by Thomas.
Isn't it crazy how KG is way more athletic than Duncan, but Tim was the better player? Yeah.
Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break.
Where's he at? There we go.
Abdur Rahim. He's guarded by Thomas. Now the dish to Bibby. He kicks it to Hardaway.
Penny.
Good on
There you go.
Hardaway's got 10.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace.
I think because Tim was, well, I want to say it was like more the
Brand, a screen on
I thought Tim was a little bit bigger though.
right.
Like I think that's a lot. I think that has a lot to do with it. Is he was a bit more powerful than Garnett because Garnett was always kind of lankier.
Go out there and do his thing.
Here's Abdur Rahim. The finger roll
We're just gonna push our way in.
and the Magic lead by 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last
Played
6
on some
baskets
trash-ass D
inside
Wolves
the
teams,
lane.
yeah.
They have really established themselves inside.
Back to Thomas.
He's like, there's not a lot of noteworthy Minnesota Timberwolves besides KG around that time.
And that's collected by Grant. Alston's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Abdur Rahim. That's good.
Oh my God, he is putting the points down.
They don't need much of anything else.
Oh,
He's scoring the ball.
ooh, nice.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Magic lead by 9. And fourth quarter basketball.
Leading by
becomes
9. How,
underway
how
on
well
2K.
is Shareef doing now? Oh,
Spend your
more Christmas
day with the
games.
NBA. The Cleveland
Kerry
Cavaliers
Kittles and the
San
Cavaliers.
Antonio Spurs. Coming your way
McGrady
next
and the
Monday.
Spurs. How great is it McGrady's on the Spurs?
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily.
Remember Kobe is 8 or 24. Probably 24, I guess. Oh,
Ball movement here by the Magic.
there you
Gets it to
go.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint.
Oh boy, now we got these guys out here.
Those lanes in the
Shamgod, Nalen, Hoiberg, Bender,
Yeah,
Brown.
until they do, the
At least we got at least
problems
Hoiberg.
are only gonna get worse.
And Dalen.
And upcoming the schedule for the Orlando Magic. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills
Tim
at
just
the Pepsi
looking
Center.
awkward.
That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
You know that Utah game has a lot of attention on it.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free
There
throw.
we go.
The story in the first half was
You know, the thing that, like, I hate to, I'd hate to bring it up, but it was like, I just knew in my head,
Brown missed
somewhere in the back of my head, I just knew that it wasn't like I'm sitting here thinking about it. It's like Kobe Bryant's dead. How long before they bring up the rape case? And the answer was like 2 hours before someone was like, "Hey, just to remember this article that was printed about it." It's like there's a time and a place, and you had 17 years to bring this back up, and this is when you decide to do it. Not old enough to remember Froby. See, I do remember Froby because that was probably one of the first games I owned. Like when I bought an N64, the first game I bought, I believe, on my own was Kobe Bryant's NBA Courtside. And so, yeah, that had Froby on it. Oh. There we go.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook.
She was the one who told you, and of course brought it up when she told you. Yeah, sounds about right. How short is Fred Hoiberg? I think he's like, what, 6'4", 6'5", maybe? I don't know. He's a small forward, but I think he's shorter than even Hardaway. Bibby's definitely got a gun pointed at him off screen. The awkward faces is always great. Oh God, poor Jonathan Bender. He is 6'4".
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in their huddle.
Yeah, someone from like the Washington Post was like, "Hey, by the way, you remember this article from when he was accused of shit?" It's like there's a time for this.
Weber comes in for Concat, and Thomas subbed in for Barry.
Pretty sure they did that shit for Michael Jackson too when he died.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle.
It's just how it is. Although at least 10 years ago, you know, for the most part, they don't really they didn't really do it as harshly. But now everything these days is like clickbaits, like clickbait rage stuff. Like that's all they need, just as long as they can drive traffic somewhere. Yeah, you just know. It could be 20 years from now when Mike Vick dies. It's going to take less than a day for someone to bring up the dogfighting. That's going to happen. I mean, yeah, it is a part of his legacy. But like I said, I don't fault that that's brought up. I'm just not cool with the fact that his body isn't even cold and they decide to bring it up. It's like a time and place thing. It'll literally be in the headlines.
That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th.
You know what was funny? What was funny was that I'm sure people probably was the MSNBC reporter who was trying to say that Bryant played for Los Angeles Knicks, and then in the middle of saying Knicks, put on the end of Lakers. And when I read that and I heard that, I was talking to my roommate about it, and he was like, obviously she didn't mean to say what she said. And I was just being facetious and making a joke. I was just making a joke. I was like, nope, she basically said the N-word. She deserves to be fired. He's like, yeah, but people understand that it was just a slip up and she stuttered. I'm like, nope. Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, context matters. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It's 2020. Context doesn't matter. She deserves to be fired. And I'm just doing it as a joke. But then I find out that, yeah, people were actually like, she deserves to be fired. It's like, oh man, I was just having fun. I was just having fun with that. I'm just saying, no, it's 2020. Context doesn't matter. She said the N-word. She deserves to be fired. She didn't actually say it, but it sounded like it, so she deserves to be fired. And then I think I made a joke about how if she has a Twitch channel, it's going to get banned. I'm like, find out if she has a Twitch channel. Ban her. And then I find out that, yeah, people were like, she deserves to be fired because blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, man.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
That's part of what great defense
Son of a bitch. Reality is even worse than parody at this point.
those that we've seen before.
Fun in 2020. How dare you?
Here's Hudson. The shot by
Oh.
Thomas. The offensive rebound.
Boy, it's been a
Whoops,
tough
my
go
bad.
in terms of
Oh,
fouls
God.
for him.
I almost got Shareef fouled out now. But that's fine because we're up by 17.
Change here. Rand's checked in. There's
Oh,
the
boy.
triple. Washington gets it back.
Multiple
Oh,
possessions
shit.
have been the story
Let's
of the
not
game.
bounce around too much with
This
Shareef.
team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Do I have 50 with Shareef yet? Is it 49? Am I at 49 with him? Okay.
And that one's drained from
See, that's the thing, is it's, like I said, it's rare to have any of my guys hit over 30.
Good call here to give the
Just because I have Bibby, Hardaway, Shareef, Tim Duncan. Duncan really got the short end of the stick tonight. He's only got 2 points. He's actually got more fouls than he does points tonight.
Magic leading by 15. He dishes it to Hardaway.
Oh,
And he's not
all right. Let's hit
close by
50
the
right here.
foul called. He'll shoot free
Time for
throws.
50.
The first one
There we go.
falls. He hits both from the stripe.
And there's still 3.5 minutes left in the
Here's
game.
Hudson.
That's pretty good.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
I'm definitely not going to hit
Back to
81,
Thomas.
but that's all
Free
right.
ball.
Uh,
No good. So Orlando will take it the other way. Shareef, strong D and gets to the bucket for two. And the Magic lead by 19.
this is ridiculous.
Here's Hudson. The shot by Thomas. Wide open
Wish they had the
three.
setting where you normalize the stats for 12-minute. Yeah, that would be nice. Whoops.
It's gonna be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
That's one of the things that I would love in like the newer games. Like I said, all I need is rosters. I can make everything else myself. I can figure everything else out.
It's good.
Oh my god.
From Bibby.
Dude.
Bibby's got his third
Dude.
tonight.
He's at 56 points.
That three-point column, guys.
He can't be stopped. Still got time for 60. You're absolutely right. We're already at
Again,
56.
Thomas missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far.
Ah, no.
Now the feed to Bibby.
Here.
Here's up
59?
to Hakeem.
No.
Misses the three, and he used
Damn
the
it.
pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
If this were 2K13, I'd probably hit 10 threes with Shareef. Absolutely. Running threes. That's all I'd have to do is running threes.
Trail by 20.
I abuse the absolute shit. That's why that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of glad 2K14 had this, because I remember when I bought the game, when I bought 2K13, I had some young guys on my team, and I would play with my friend because we did like dual, because I think you could do 2-player associations, pretty sure. So we each had a team. I think I had Orlando and he had Houston, and yeah, he would get really pissed at me because I trained up my guys to be hitting like 99 to be like 99s and 3-pointers. So it was just running threes all day. And that shit was just so OP.
So they'll award the basket.
What a night so far for Weber. 10 points and 2 steals.
Play 7-minute
He's
cores in
given
the
them
sim
a lot
stats where you're
with
set to
his
have like
passing and
25
with his
rebounds in the
defensive
game. Yeah, that'd be
They've been
nice.
so active
Whoops.
on both ends and really playing a nice
Damn it.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
Come on.
Straight off the steal, Clark. A perfectly run fast break ends in a slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
Oh my god, now he's missing everything. Dude, he's had 2 like A+ shots that should have went down. This is a pain in my ass.
There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Thomas passes to Hudson. 6 on the shot clock.
2K13 was the easiest 2K in the past 10 years. It really was. Gameplay on that was the on the court gameplay was good, but yeah, it was so easily exploitable. There's at least 58. No blocking dunks. Oh my god. Yeah, it was probably one of the most easily exploitable games as far as on the court stuff was concerned. Oh shit, here comes 60, boys. There it is. 60 points for Shareef Abdur-Rahim. And it's on 23 for 34 shooting. 23 for 34. That's ridiculous. Not only is he having a 60-point game, but it's at a ridiculous field goal percentage. 63. I do kind of like this. I do like the idea that you kind of have to get used to someone's shot rather than having the shot meter. I do like the shot meter, but yeah, just kind of like you have to like play with a guy like Shareef in order to get like a beat on how his shot goes. And yeah, the feedback is nice because it's like, oh, is it early? Is it late? All right, then we'll go back into the next game. We'll come back on another possession. I'll have a better idea of how to shoot. Gee, I wonder who the player of the game is going to be. Shocking. Shareef's 63 points. Yeah, like I said, poor Tim Duncan. It almost feels like a game within the game. Yeah. Let's see. Topping the power rankings. Suns are up there too with the Rockets. Okay. He has the highest points in a game overall. Like in this, I think I can look and see like. Oh, that's the league leader right now. At least this season. This season, that's the most. 63 points this season. And the 24 field goals made was the most this season, too. I don't know. There's a way to look. I think there's a way to look at the NBA records to see, like, what it would be at. Let me see here. Points. Yeah, I don't think I can look at points just that way. I didn't know that's a thing. I wonder why he's missing. That'd be Kareem, isn't it? These missing ones would be Kareem, right? Because I'm pretty sure he's the most total points. Assuming he's most total points, he's got to be field goals and probably minutes, too. I wonder why Kareem's name is missing. Let me see here. Is that a new yeah, that's 63 points with 24 field goals is at least a single game record for us. 19 free throws made. I've not broken any other records so far. I don't think it will either. Three-pointer. I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't gotten anyone with the three-pointers yet. Between Hoiberg and Lee Mayberry, the fact that we never broke that three-pointer made deal. 50 points in a single game playoff. because of licensing. 2K14 didn't have Kareem's right. Plus the 87 Lakers and the $71 suck to play with. That's really odd because I feel like the mod should have at least, because I think it's just you just got to mess with it, I think, a little bit on Red MC to you know, be able to use stuff there. Like, I think all you got to do is just put a couple names there. Here, let me just sim up to the Utah game real quick. So that's done. There you go. Just destroyed New Jersey. All right, so we got Utah. Probably won't face the Timberwolves. We'll face the Knicks. On the next one as well. So we'll be finishing up December. Who is on the Knicks? I have no idea who's there. Allen Houston, Michael Smith, Phyllis, Damon Jones, Larry Johnson. Not even like super well-known people, it feels like. Allen Houston, but like no one that I would consider to be like a superstar. Like, you know, you look at some of these other guys. Like, you got Scottie Pippen, Mitch Richmond. Mitch Richmond's barely, I think, considered. Like Shaq, Duncan. Sucks Stephon Marbury's only like an 86. I feel like his potential was higher, but I guess not. No, it is really high. He just maybe being at the head of New Jersey will help him out with that. Here we go. Let me resave that since I had the New Jersey game. There we go. I don't know if there's anything else I want to do. There's been stuff that I've been playing, but I don't know if it'd be worth a damn on stream. I ended up buying Soccer Tactics and Glory for my Switch and playing that and doing like custom leagues and stuff for that. That's been kind of fun. But yeah, I think a lot of that stuff I wouldn't really... It just wouldn't translate well to stream. I know it's kind of a shorter stream. I might do something maybe Wednesday or so. I think I'll probably be busy tomorrow. We'll see. But there we go. Just didn't want to drop my Switch. Yeah, I didn't want to only do a couple of hours, but it's also 2 a.m. And yeah, that's well past my bedtime at this point. So I could definitely feel the tiredness. But either way, thank you guys so much for coming out. I do appreciate it. It's been fun. It's been interesting. And yeah, like I said, I can only imagine if I had to play the freaking Hawks in this game. It's still a little ways away, so I don't have to worry too much. But I can only imagine if I did that. It's like, yo, you got to let him win. He's got to win. So either way, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. And if you watch this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching as well. Like I said, I'll probably do something here pretty soon again. I was probably going to do something that only took like half an hour, 45 minutes, but I don't have a ton of that. So either way, thanks, and I will see you guys next time.